Draft. I don't know what it has to do about the stock market this morning, but you know what? I don't know. We'll see what once in a while you do see some people come out there with something that has to do public with the company. And, I'll never forget when I first got started, a Super Bowl, they were wearing those stupid brief straps on their nose. And I remember waking up in the trading in the morning and that stock went from 7 to like 40. And it was awesome, but looking forward to it. Hopefully everybody else is as excited as I am, but damn, it is damn cold here in New York. So I guess I'm going to be stuck not doing any Fausto home living activities. So I'm going to probably be focusing on some trading, but we can see what's happening with the market. We're down about 200. We're up about 200 points. And I tell you, a lot of crap going on. The only thing that we're seeing that's moving right now is this IDAT had a really nice push right now. Went from $4 up to 602. Great push. We'll talk a little bit about that one in a little bit. But before we do, we're going to go over a couple of things that were making some nice moves yesterday. And just want to bring this up over here and show what we got going on over here. So a couple of crazy stocks that traded yesterday. I want to start off with something I have not seen in a long time. Okay, Beyond Meats. Okay, did anybody here trade Beyond Meats yesterday? Anyone trade this thing? Let me bring this up a little bit. Spelt it wrong. Hold on. Beyond Meats. There we go. Holy cow. What the hell happened here with Beyond Meats? This stock at 2 o'clock came out of nowhere, ran from $35, got halted so many times to 40. Thing ran to almost ran to 47. Does anyone know what the news was? I mean, here on YouTube, some of you Facebook like, wow, look at that run. I never seen anything like that. Yeah, but I know some of you guys did catch on to it. But there was a rumor that McDonald's was going to buy them out. I mean, like, and then all of a sudden, I guess it was fake news. And the thing came crashing down. I guess they had to make an announcement quickly on it. Like, no. There's no, no fire here. There's no, they had to put out a big fire out there, but apparently just shows you how volatile Beyond Meat became. But it was a great run up. And then she ran again. She went back to 37, and then she went all the way back to 39, and then somebody came out. I mean, like, it's definitely in the news. Okay, so I guess Beyond Meat obviously has some good story behind it. Maybe somebody leaked something, who knows, but that was unbelievable. Yep, fake news, Bill, right? But for some of us, you capitalized on it, so who the hell cares, right? And that's all that matters. But that was a hell of a move. A couple other things I want to bring up also that moved up pretty well. VK, that one over here was like an early mover here, and you can see how the stock went from like $2 to about $4. That one did pretty well. We had yesterday we had NKTK. That one had a nice push in the middle of the day. But if you look at what happened in the pre-market, I mean, I don't know. Pre-market these last 2-3 days haven't been that good. A lot of earnings have been coming out this week. I mean, you could see a lot of stuff has been happening out there, but not really that much. Kind of a, I guess, like Josh would say, kind of shit day, or maybe how I would say it, but it really wasn't a really great day other than a couple of those things moving. And, looking to this morning, what's going on, listen, there's a lot of earnings that are coming out. All the high-tech stocks are coming out. Big news coming out today. You got Apple and Amazon coming out with it. Listen, I told you this, I got my car stolen, right? And I went the other day to go to to find out, get another one. The same exact car, actually, I'd added a couple of options to it, but didn't make that much. I'd added, add an extra like $3,000 in options. It ran the car up an additional $200. Now, let me grant you, I bought this car less than 2 months ago, and now I got to pay an additional $200 more than what I was paying, and a lot has to do with interest rates. Okay, that's where I'm really going with this story. Not about the whole thing what happened with my car, but I'm still destroyed over it. I mean, I feel so violated. I don't know if anyone got that car stolen, but let's about trading. They're talking about, you got the Fed meeting that's coming up. They're expecting another 0.5 point move. They have to slow down inflation. And what's going to happen is a lot of these high-tech stocks depend on that cheap money. So you could probably see some really nice, good shorts going on with it. I mean, I was talking to a student the other day, and one of them was telling me how great they did over the pandemic. And the great thing, what she told me, she said she admitted she got lucky. She really got lucky. Regarding, and everyone I know that got into this industry did really well. And we didn't really see an influx of people that, no one really wants to be taught how to trade if they're doing well. When they come, when they're not doing well. It's almost like when listen, it's like a diet, right? You don't need to go to the doctor if you're healthy, or go to the gym if you're healthy, whatever it is. When you need help, when obviously you got to lose those extra pounds, or the doctor says, hey, your cholesterol is way too high, you got to change your diet around. Well, my point that I'm getting to is, look at the Dow. When the Dow made its big move, really didn't do anything, and then people started realizing when they started getting into it, not a lot going on. And now what's going to happen with these interest rates and with inflation. And I was reading this morning that I'm telling you, this whole war thing can get really, really ugly with Ukraine. So I'll be really cautious. And listen, you're in a great business. We do great on a bad market, not in a good market. We do really good. Traders do good in a bad market, because whatever comes down pretty fast. So be really careful on your IRAs. Be really careful. Be focused on, your long-term trades. But I just was reading in the paper that Russia shut down gas for Poland and Yugoslavia, I think it was. I forgot what it was. And, a lot of these companies in Europe, they're being affected by it. What's going on. And you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. America's got to step up. They got to really step up. We have a lot of gas over here. Maybe they should be buying it from us. But you know what? If they're not, they got to figure something out. And they were depending on Russia, and if they start cutting off the spouts, which they're doing, you could start seeing some really pretty nasty market. I think I told you last week that Goldman Sachs says there's a 33% chance that we're going to hit a recession next year. So this could be a really good opportunity for all of us. And we're going to start seeing what the earnings are coming out. So there were a couple of earnings that came out yesterday. I want to bring up Ford. Ford came out. For my buddy out there, Bill Ireland, your nice little stock out there, you can see Ford has some really good news. They did well, but sure enough, that was I guess that honeymoon didn't last too long. That thing came crashing right down. You could see Ford. So that one, obviously, people really don't care. You had Facebook also. Look, Facebook, got destroyed, big honeymoon effect, but now it's starting to come back down again. So that stock, it seems like it's got this little sweet spot right around 200. But a lot of these stocks got crushed. Pinterest, another one, honeymoon would have lasted about 2 minutes, shot up from 1850 to 22. We traded this stock. We did really well on Pinterest, if you remember. And you know what? I think I sold, I got in and out of it, I think I sold most of my shares around 70, 65 when it started breaking new lower lows. Look where it is. If I had that stock, actually, I would have probably made more money if I shorted it, if I went long. But, you can see there's a lot of news that's coming out. And this week, with the high tech, I want to see what's going to happen with Amazon and Apple. Obviously, Apple hasn't been doing well also. A lot of supports levels right around there, 150. So anyway, let's go around the market and see what's going on. So I want to go back to IDAI. So that stock is obviously moving pretty well. For some of you here, I have level 4. Just want to show you what's going on right here. We had a big iceberg order that showed up right around here, and you can see how they held it, and the stock started running up from 625 to 640. I'm looking up. I see I'm not really seeing any big iceberg orders. I mean, come on, 5,000 shares at $7. That doesn't really see a lot to me. But you know what? When you're looking at overall, Guy's been out there for a little while. Shoot, has he been there for a while? He's been out there since 8:15 this morning. But that stock had a really nice run, and that's really, as I'm looking around, I mean, you had that stock. We talked about Apple, SQQQs. I mean, these are all brand name stocks, but, Facebook I had on the list. BTU I have on the list. BTU took a little bit of a hit over here. Energy stocks taking a little bit of a hit. Pfizer, I heard Pfizer is really trying to get past this emergency, FDA approval to get their drug approved for people that do COVID for kids between 5 and 12 or something like that. We could watch Beyond Meat. I would definitely keep that on my radar. But we're getting a lot of green going on here on my watch list. So, if we do see any type of a rally, anything that got destroyed, like Netflix or Disney or something like that, don't buy into it as the long term. Probably short term, you could probably make a couple of bounces here and there. But other than that, don't get too crazy. Honestly, pre-market sucks. I don't really see that much going on out there. Other than hitting on that one stock that made a nice move is the IDAT, which doesn't mean that when the market opens up, we'll try to find something else that will move. But as of right now, not a lot going on. Anything I'm missing I did not call out? Did I see the news? Bill says LLY on Eli Lilly. No, I didn't, but it is an expensive stock. It's up $9. We're not going to trade that anyway. But yeah, nice little push right there. Yeah, it's still trying. I mean, listen, the IDAI's got big resistance from 5:30 this morning, right around that 7, and you could see it went from 7 down to 3. That's pretty damn volatile. Stock dropping $3, but you could see that it was a really nice move from about 8 a.m. And, out of everything that was on that list, I mean, that really came from nowhere. So, I mean, it was even on the morning watch list because percentage gains, but now it'll probably be up there. But when you look at this list over here, I don't know, at 9 o'clock this morning, no real big program trading. I mean, this stock obviously is, making a little bit of a Fausto flag, but Facebook, come on, third biggest percentage gainer. Not a lot of action in there in the morning hours in the pre-market. All right, guys. So let's not get too crazy today. Let's wait and see how the market opens up. We'll see what we find. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here at 2:30. So you obviously trade the afternoon. Cyber traders, as you know, we'll start commentating once the market opens up at 9:30. Got 15 minutes. Let's wait for the first 5 minutes. Let's all the shakes happen, and then let all the slingshots happen, and then maybe we'll catch something and make our days pay. But listen, if you don't see anything, don't go out there and kill yourself. You know what I mean? Don't go out there and force yourself in the trade. If it's not there, it's not there, and always buy. At a let the stock come to you. Don't ever really chase. All right, guys. Good luck today. Happy trading, and we'll see you in a little bit. And everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll see you back here at 2:30.